Good morning. Oh, fantastic. It's so good to see you guys this morning. Today we're going to be talking about a very, it's an interesting topic, but it's also intricate. Today we're going to be talking about the third and fourth main elements of context, specifically symbols and the sources of symbols. What was the first element of context that we talked about 2 weeks ago? It's the French word. What is it? Genre, exactly. Genre. And we said that the genre of Revelation was three things. Number one, a letter, which is also the funny E word, an epistle. Number two, it is prophecy, right. And the third one was the $25 word. Apocalyptic, right on. So that was 2 weeks ago what we talked about. The first element of context is establishing genre so you know what questions to ask the text. The second week, or last week, the second element was everybody here last week? I don't remember. Nobody was here last week? Last week was historical setting, historical background, exactly. It's trying to put the images into the green screen so that we know how to read the book. We know what's going on around the people that were receiving the book, that was going around the person that was writing the book. We know what was happening at the time the book was written. And today we're dealing with third and fourth, and we're going to start off with the statement about what we're talking about. And the statement is this: symbols have power. Symbols have great amount of power. In a speech, Abraham Lincoln once described a particular section of America this way. He said, "You are Uncle Sam's webbed feet." Who's he talking about? Who's he talking about? He says, this particular section of America is Uncle Sam's webbed feet. Any guesses? They could be bad ones. The what? The South? Well, maybe not. How about the Navy? Does that make sense? Now, what is he saying about the Navy? What's he saying about them? That they just, they're webbed feet, so they're aquatic? Is that what he's saying? Is that his whole point? What's he saying about it? Yeah. They're the power of what? Of Uncle Sam. Who is Uncle Sam? America. Uncle Sam is a personification of the whole country of America. And what Abraham Lincoln is saying is, you are so important to who Uncle Sam is, that you give us such an added advantage, especially in the water, that you are like his webbed feet. Now, why didn't he just look at the Navy and just say, man, you guys are cool. You guys are so fun to have as a part of our team. Why didn't he just do that? Because symbols have power. If somebody doesn't exactly like America, what are some of the things they normally do? Well, that's interesting. Why in the world do you immediately jump to burn the flag? I mean, wouldn't a logical thing have just said, they say they don't like us? Well, no, because usually when somebody just says, I don't like America, that doesn't get press. If somebody's burning a flag, though, that's going to get press. Why? Because it's a symbol. And symbols, in that sense, is something that we honor and treasure because symbols have power. And if somebody just says, I don't like America, that means something. But if they burn the flag, that means something totally deeper. It's kind of like a picture. All pictures are symbols. I mean, it's a capturing of a historical reality, and yet it's a symbol of something deeper. Let me illustrate this. We're going to throw a picture up here. And I want you to tell me what this picture is. What is this picture? Yell it out. Father and his child. Anything else? Family? I don't know if you can tell or not, but that's actually me. And for you, you've described the historical reality accurate. It is a father and his child. Specifically, that's my son, and he has a little bit long hair, so somebody in the first hour said, is that your daughter? And I was like, no, it's not my daughter. It's my oldest son. And so the historical reality, though, that you described right there is accurate. However, symbolically, it means something much deeper to me. See, because when I look at this picture, I see me holding my 1-year-old son right after I've gotten off of a 21-day trip, walking around the 7 cities of Revelation and around the key areas of Paul, which was a trip that was great, but it made my heart bleed for my family. And this is me holding my son when I gave him the gift that I bought from him in Turkey of a robe that's a dog, and he puts his little head on, there's a little tongue and there's a little tail. But this is me holding him within the first hour that I got back. So while the historical reality of it's a father and his son is accurate, symbolically it means something way deeper to me. Kind of like this next picture. What is this? Yell it out. Birth of a child. Historically, you're accurate. And yet for me, what means the most to me is the time stamp. 3/11/2006. Why? That was the day my daughter was born. And this is the very first time I was holding my daughter. So for me, while it's a historical reality, the picture is a symbol that means something much deeper than what it just captured. Because symbols have power. So why is this talk of symbols so important when we come to the book of Revelation? I mean, why talk about symbols when you come to Revelation? The very first reason of 4 is because it's everywhere. It pervades the book of Revelation. As a matter of fact, listen to this closely. Every single color, every single animal, every single piece of furniture, every single number in Revelation is a symbol. Every one of them. Now, it's not hard for me. Well, first of all, let me ask this. Why can I say that? It goes back 2 weeks is why I feel comfortable saying that. What did we talk about 2 weeks ago? Because of the genre. What genre are we in? The third one? What's the third genre that we talked about? Apocalyptic literature. And what is the key staple of apocalyptic literature? Symbolism. So right off the bat, I'm comfortable with saying that these are symbols everywhere because of the genre. But I'm also comfortable because it makes sense in our culture. If I say a color is a symbol in Revelation, well, that makes sense. All I have to do is say to you red, white, and blue. Now you're nodding your head. Why are you nodding your head? I just grabbed 3 random colors out and just threw them out there. No. Because red, white, and blue means something deeper to us.